Good morning and welcome to John Beck. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Wednesday yesterday. Today is Thursday, November 10th, 2022, and it is a day B. For instrumentals, it is also a day 2. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thanks, boys and girls. Go ahead and take a seat. You know it. I love that you're here on a Thursday. It's great to have you at our school. Truly, without you, we're just different. And I'd rather be in a school where you're a part of it. So that's amazing. Let's jump right into our 4 choices for lunch. Your hot choice, choice 1, is a quesadilla with chicken and cheese. Sounds delicious. Choice 2, Chef Junior salad. Choice 3 for kindergarten through 2nd grade students, it's a lunchbox meal with turkey. And then for our 3rd through 6th grade students, it's a turkey sandwich meal. Last but not least, choice 4, the sun butter sandwich. So make sure to make your pick. Now, we have 3 expectations here at the school. You already know what they are. Number 1, show that you're respectful. Number 2, show that you're responsible. And number 3, show that you are ready to learn, ready to take on new tasks, challenges, face your fears, to maybe try something again that you failed at yesterday. Or perhaps you were successful at something yesterday, and you know what? You're going to be ready to take it on all over again. Speaking of success, I want to give a quick shout out, by the way, to one of our 6th grade students. As many of you guys know, every school with our 6th graders, every elementary school, does a spelling bee. And we are no different. We had some amazing finalists with us. And yesterday, the finalists from each of our schools went ahead and you know what I should do is go ahead and recognize our finalists. So before I announce, talk more about what I intend to talk about, we got to send McKenna Stoner, John Poole, Noah Nicely, and Josiah Hardy to the middle school yesterday. And what's cool at the middle school is that our finalists were pit against the finalists from all of the other elementary schools, as well as a number of middle school students. We had about 30 contestants try to, ultimately see who would be the champion of this school, not the school, but the school district for the spelling bee. So, lo and behold, yesterday, McKenna Stoner was the ultimate champion. And we're really proud of her. One of our 6th grade students. It's always great to have one of our great John Beck kids show up and do really well. What's amazing about McKenna and all of our students who really get out there is the respect. It's the responsibility. And it's the good attitude and the readiness. It's easy to get very anxious and nervous about these things. But you know what, McKenna, I'm really proud of you because you did it, And honestly, I'm really proud of all 4 of our finalists, because really it's not an easy thing at your age to get up on stage and have the pressure of thinking through a word. Maybe it's a word that you've heard of and then having to spell it out correctly. That's amazing. I honestly don't know how you guys do it, but I am definitely impressed. So way to go. Way to go for excellence. Other announcements. I want to speak on behalf of our Safety Patrol students. Okay, we have Safety Patrol students here at our school. They are doing a job. They are rising above and beyond, and their purpose is to help the rest of us, especially the younger kids, do things well, do things with respect, do things safely, responsibly, and show that you're ready. Safety Patrol students, they are leaders on the bus. And what I want to remind all of our boys and girls is that if they ask you to do something, there's a reason for it. So many of us talk about doing the right thing when no one else is looking. I think most of us know we shouldn't be eating on the bus. So if you have candy, you probably should not be eating it on the bus. And are there times you can get away with it? Probably. Is it the right thing to do? Probably not. But when a safety patrol member asks you to put away your candy, right, or put away whatever you're eating, you should listen. I am asking our safety patrol students to do what we expect our oldest kids to do, be models and be good showers of responsibility. If they ask you to put your candy away, do it. Okay. The other thing too is phones. Okay. Mr. Lin has a phone. You see me on it a lot. I know your teachers have phones. Many of you guys also have phones too. There are times when you have to be respectful, right? So if I'm in the middle of a meeting and I am on my phone glued to it, that's not being respectful. Sure, there may be times where there's a quick text I need to check, but by and large, when I'm in a meeting, I want to give you my undivided attention. Boys and girls, phones on the bus, same thing. I want you guys to be respectful and enjoy the company of each other, to talk with each other. Don't get glued to your screen. The other thing too is that phones are not cheap. And if your parents allow you to bring a phone, well, we don't really want to see it. Technically speaking, we could take the phone. We don't want to do that, okay? If you happen to have a phone because your parents feel like it keeps you safe and they want to be able to know that you have a phone to call them if needed, we don't want to see it, okay? It's there for an emergency, so only leave it for emergencies, okay? If you happen to have your phone out and your safety patrol member says, you know what, you got to put that away, you need to do that. All right. I know you guys are not going to fail me. I know that you guys are going to do the right thing. And every time you see those who are on safety patrol, make sure to follow their directions. They're trying to do their best. All right. Last but not least, this day in history, back in 1775, 247 years ago. This is a perfect little tidbit about history because tomorrow is Veterans Day, and one of our 5 main branches of the United States military was born on November 10th back in 1775. It was the United States Marine Corps. So if you have family members who served in they were U.S. Marines, well, this is a big day for them. Their organization was born 247 years ago as the United States Marines. And they were created as a fighting force that would work with the United States Navy. And in many ways, the Marines and the United States Navy still are very much connected. They have a little bit of a rivalry. They think they're a little bit different. But in the end, they are all serving on the same team. And they are rooting and working on behalf of the United States. So all of you Marines or families with Marines in it, happy birthday to your organization, to the United States Marine Corps. All right, if nobody's told you this, I love you, care about you. I'm here to encourage you. Go ahead, spread that word. Not just to me, not just to Mr. Lin, but to yourself. Tell yourself that you love yourself and care about yourself and encourage yourself, but also spread the word. All right, can't wait to see you guys around. Have an amazing Thursday.